Hey, what's up guys? Shane here with Rice Creek Bushcraft. Have a new and exciting, it's going to be a 5-part series, and it's going to be featuring survived knives. What I have here is I have 4 knives that are on loan to me to test. I have to send them back. It's just a private individual I met. We kind of communicated on one of the forums, and he decided to allow me to use his knives, test them, do some videos, put them on my channel, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to test all these knives. He said treat them like they're my own. Or once again, we're not going to do tip tests on these knives. I don't do that on my own. I'm certainly not going to do it on somebody else's. But we're gonna baton some wood. We're gonna cut some paracord, make some feather sticks, make some notches, just those basic things that I usually do, just to kind of test these knives out. So what I'll do is I'll make a video for each knife, and I'll post them on YouTube, and then at the end I'll do a 5th video that's just like an overview, an overall of all the knives that we worked with and what I thought of them, pluses, minuses. I'm going to give my honest opinion. I think you can look at my channel and see I'm not getting paid for anything. I just do this all on my own, just for fun, because I enjoy it, and I know it's fun for guys to watch someone else test knives and stuff, especially if it's a knife. And that's my main reason for doing the channel, is if you're thinking about buying something, okay, I saw this guy use it and it looks awesome. So I have a cheat sheet because, to be honest, I have one survived knives, and it's the 4.1. It's the old spec, and I got it from I made a trade with the same guy that I had these other 4 from. So there's some differences between the old spec and the new spec, and we'll talk about that a little bit. They've got some different steels, but one of the main things is this is a 4.1 and mine is a 4.1. One of the major things, and I'll get close-ups to this stuff, guys, is their handle has been redesigned a little bit. It's got a lot nicer palm swell, and I've only ever owned the survived knife. I'm a Falcon Even guy. I'm a Bark River guy. Wow, seriously. The throat on these is nice. It's nice and thin. It's thin in the back, and it's got a swell in the middle, and it fits. Oh, it's awesome. I pulled these out of a box today. He sent me a medium USPS shipping box, and I opened it, and it was like Christmas. They're not even mine, but I was so excited to test these. I knew that it'd be enjoyable for me. It'd be enjoyable for you guys to see it also, and hopefully make you, or help you to make some decisions. So the 4 knives we're going to be testing are, I'm going to get my cheat sheet. He wrote all this stuff down for me, because like I said, I'm not a survived guy, and I just wanted the chance to test them and see what I really thought of them. I'll give you a preview of what I think it's going to be. I don't think they're going to work through wood as well as a convex, and I talked about convex in other videos, and it just works better for me for wood processing. I think it works better for everybody. Maybe some people just don't know it, but it really works well. I think these might fall short a little bit, but maybe I'll be proven wrong, and we're going to find out together. So this is the new. These are all the new models. They have old models, the new specs they call them. This is the 4.1. This one is in CPM 20 CV. They're all tool steel. 20 CPM 3V. Sorry, CV. Then we have the 5.1. This one is in CPM 3V. That's the same that my own personal 4.1 is in. 3V. Then we have, this is precious here. This is precious. This is the 4.7 in Crew Forge V, and we're going to get some awesome close-ups of all these and talk about them individually. This thing is beautiful. This thing is, well, it excites me, let's just say that. So those 3, and then I've chosen to wear this. I had these on loan for 2 weeks, so I'm going to test the hell out of them, and I'm going to try to carry this knife every day. This is the 2.7. This one's in CPM 20 CV. Such a beautiful little knife. I like these smaller knives to carry with me. I have a Bark River, I have 2 original, the Bravo Neckers. The new ones I don't care for. I think they're ugly. The older models, when they first came out, they had a beautiful design, you know, very similar to this. I really liked the way they looked, and so I carry those fishing or around camp. I like a neck knife. I know some guys are all, you know, oh my God, I'm gonna hang myself. I'm just talking about around camp, maybe fishing on the river, not doing, you know, climbing trees and up on the roof and climbing off the side of mountains. I'm not gonna wear a neck knife. It could be dangerous, but just around here, fishing on the river and those types of things, I like a neck knife. Bam, I cut my fishing line, bam. It's faster than reaching in here, opening my pocket knife, cutting it, closing my pocket knife, putting it back in. I don't think there's any argument. This is much faster. And when you're fishing, you're putting worms and you're taking, you know, changing baits, whatever. It's just nice to have it, cut the line, get back to fishing. So those are the 4 knives we're gonna test. I'm gonna start with this one. This is my little sweetheart, my favorite. So what I'm gonna do is I'll get the camera set up. I think you guys that have watched my channel know I'm not really the edit guy, so I just go and pause it. Sorry, it's not pretty, but it gets the point across. So I'll set the camera up. We'll do some woodwork. I want to try this. I don't know if you guys have ever cut a piece of siding, and guys that have cut siding already know what I'm going to say. It's tougher than hell. It's hard to cut. It's hard to keep your knife straight. I can't state that it's super tough on the edge. I don't know that personally, but I have cut it. Wow, it's hard to cut. So I think that'd be a good indicator how it works. I think that these knives will cut through it better than a convex edge in this type of material. So we're going to be showcasing those 4 knives, doing an overall video at the end, and in the process we'll be using my Holtzbruck Anabi axe and my Silky Big Boy. So I'm going to cut some of this cherry up. We're going to use that. I got some ash that I use my axe to process down into smaller pieces so we can baton it and stuff, you know, using common sense. So anyways, I'll stop this and get set up and we'll get started. Stick around. Alright guys, so we have, we're set up here. So I'm gonna split these, make sure, I don't know if you guys have ever made videos, but it's not easy to, when you do it by yourself, to get everything in focus. So I try my best doing it by myself. I know some of this will be out of focus, but I'll get down here and you'll be able to see the work. So I'm gonna baton this piece. You can kind of see how big it is. We have plenty enough blade, but that's it for this knife. I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy with it, and this is all, if it was my own knife, this is all I would baton with it anyways, okay? So going back to a little bit of common sense there and what you really should do or shouldn't do with a knife. I mean, honestly, you shouldn't be batoning with a knife like this, but I think these Survive knives are built well enough. They have awesome steel, fantastic heat treat. They're made to use, so. And I guess if I break this knife, then the guy that owns it, he may kill me. So now we got a piece that's, where we can kind of get at it here. Oh boy, this stuff's tough. All right, so we'll start with a feather stick. Should be in pretty good focus, right? We'll see how it does. And I have a Falcon Even F1, okay? And I know this video is going too long because I won't shut up, but I might throw that in and just kind of compare that convex edge. It's my old faithful, one of my first bushcraft knives that got me started in all this. And the reason I picked that knife is not the sentimental value, but I think it's a knife that when guys get into bushcraft, it's like at the top of the list for a mid-range, high-quality bushcraft knife, because that's what it is. You know, they're around 120 bucks. It's not cheap, but it's certainly not expensive. So guys tend to gravitate towards the F1, so I thought that'd be a good one to throw in there, because maybe a lot of guys already have that knife. They can compare it. So I'm going to shut up. I may stop the video sometimes and do some things and then start it back up and talk, because this, I know, it gets boring watching somebody do the same thing all the time. But I want you guys to see some of it. And this right here, this is tough wood. We've worked this before, some of these same pieces in some other videos. So we know it's hard. This ash is hard. It's seasoned. It's not easy to make feather sticks with. Yeah, I could get a piece of basswood or tulip poplar or something and I could make some beauties and think, oh my gosh, that's the greatest knife ever. But remember, when we're out and we're making shelters and at hunting camp or whatever, we got to use whatever we have as far as wood goes. So we can't just pick the best stuff to make a video. I mean, boring. Yeah, they might not be pretty feather sticks, but I'm not trying to win any contests here. I just want to show you. And I know what this wood is. It's tough. It's hard to get through. And I think it's doing a good enough job that I could get a fire going with this. And I mean, this is a small knife, guys. It's 2.7 inch. I don't know if that's exact specifications. I guess maybe I should have looked it up, but they call it the 2.7. I'm assuming it's about a 2.7 inch blade. You know, it's got a pretty small handle, but it fits. It fits. I have medium-sized hands, and it's all, I'm good. You know, I don't have any fingers hanging off or anything, so it's got a good handle size, and you can see that palm swell. It feels great, man. It really surprised me sometimes getting a knife with a 4.5 or 5 inch handle, and then you get something like this with a much smaller handle. You think, oh, it's gonna feel like, you know, it's gonna feel like crap, but it feels really good. It's a good design, and apparently at Survive Knives, they've really done their homework, and over the years, they've come up with new iterations and new models and updated, and it shows they do their homework. I mean, they don't just keep putting the same stuff out. If they find something else works better, from what I understand of them, they use it. And I love this. I can already tell you that the handles on these new specs are much better than the one that I have. Much better. All right, I just grabbed my Falcon even. Okay, so we're gonna work the same piece of wood. We're gonna put the Survive, the little cutie pie over here out of the way. Keep her safe and sound. Oh, and by the way, he sent these knives, and he said that, you know, he's used some of them slightly. There wasn't a mark on them, I mean, so to speak of. There's a little bit of wear on some of them from the Kydex sheath, but they were like brand new. So I'm taking some of these very expensive knives and getting them dirty. It's awesome. I love it. Thank you, sir. So we're gonna try the F1 convex edge, same piece of wood, haven't changed anything, and we'll just see if there's a lot of difference, you know, by feel and by how it works the wood. Actually, let's just start on the other side. You know, this knife should have a little more power. It's got a little bit longer handle. You know, it's a bigger knife. I would say there's certainly a smoother feel here. I think maybe you guys can maybe even see it in the video. It just pushes through the wood a little smoother. And that's why I like convex for this kind of stuff. Okay, well, I think that's enough. I mean, they're both doing the job. We made a crappy little feather stick, but it's enough to catch a spark. So let's saw through a piece of cherry. We'll split it, I don't know, maybe in half or in quarters, and then we'll try that and see how it does. Get my little baby saw out here. By the way, if you want a good saw, you know, there's a lot of saws out there. If you just want a good saw that works, these work, guys. These Silkies, all of them. I have the Pocket Boy, I have the Big Boy, I had the Katana Boy, which is a chainsaw basically. That thing is awesome. I mean, they're sharp. The other day, my kids wanted to see it, and I said, no, don't open it. You'll cut yourself. Sure as the world, I opened it up, touched my hand, bleeding. So they're sharp, and I've used this quite a bit, and it's still like a razor. So anyways, let's see if we can. I'm gonna get this smaller with my knife, and I'll just show you why. I mean, you have plenty of blade. It's gonna work, but it's not my knife. Okay, get my baton here. Ouch. All right, now we'll cut this again. You can kind of see how that's a twisted piece. If you see how it split, it starts down here and it goes all the way up over here. It's a twisted piece of wood, so it's not real beautiful and straight grained, and it's going to be a little tougher. Oh shit, I could have split that big piece, no problem with this thing. Right through it like butter. One thing, it's a thin profile, so it's slicing right through here. It's not binding a lot. But yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, so let's make a feather stick with this cherry. This should work a little bit easier than the ash. I should have made this a little longer. Think ahead, Shane. Oh yeah. After I cut my curls off. Alright, let's see if we can get some better bites here. You can kind of see I went through that no problem. Now I'm going to put some pressure on this and really torque on it and see what it does. See what kind of bite we get. Oh, look at that. All the way, 3/4 of the way through that piece. Sorry I got you out of focus, guys. Try it again. Ah, look at that. 2 swipes, man. Badass. Love it. It's about the same width as a blade, give or take. It's pretty close. But it just sawed right through that. Let's try the Falkneven. Now I would surmise that with a thinner blade would do those type of power cuts like that a little bit better than this. But the finer work, I just think this convex edge is going to do better. But let's just test it. I don't know. Pretty good, pretty good. Not bad. I don't know. Let me get another piece. Let's try it again. All right, see what we can, how far we can push into this. Pretty sweet. All right, this one. They're about equal sizes. They're close. Oh yeah, the Survive gets it, man. Even being a smaller knife, no question. This little thin blade, razor sharp. By the way, when I received these, they're all razor sharp. They all absolutely shave arm hair, cut paper. Yeah, this thing's sweet. I like it for that. So advantage goes to this knife on those real powerful cuts. I think on the feather sticking, I don't know. It's doing pretty good right now. I think there's a little bit smoother feel to a convex edge. They make a little bit better curls. They just do. And they, you know, the right kind of wood, like I said, this wood would be softer than the ash, and I knew that ahead of time. But, so, feather sticking, I'm going to give +1 to this one, the Falkneven, but just blasting through something and slicing through it. I mean, it's not slicing wood, but you know what I'm saying, the thinness and the profile, it really was pretty impressive. So, let me get another test set up here, and we'll do something else with this little baby. Okay, I haven't switched tests yet. I want to do one more feather stick. This is another piece of cherry, but it's dry. I split it a while ago, and it's a little more seasoned. So let's just see this stuff. This stuff isn't green, but you can kind of see the coloration that this darker piece is more seasoned. Okay, that's obvious, right? This is lighter. It just hasn't got the sun, and it was a whole circular piece that we just sawed. This has been out in the sun. It's hard. Hear the difference? This piece, there's a different, it's like a louder kind of a crack. Anyways, let's just, I want to just do this one more time. I think this knife should do well on drier stuff. Making some nice fine stuff here. Nice and little. This video's going to take forever. I'm going to have to get busy. So, there you go. Made some little ones. Let's try the same piece on with the convex. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit on this to get a curl to stay on. There we go. I just gotta get a little more pressure. So, drier wood, I don't know. Drier wood, this one might do a little bit better. But, yeah, I don't know. It's close. It's close. So now I'll really get set up for a different test. Alright, so let's cut some paracord. I'm going to give the advantage right off the bat because of Survive. I'm cutting paracord. Fabric type materials. You know, I should go to the barn and get something else to cut. But let's do this. Let's cut some paracord. And I'm just going to have to tell you it's by pressure, and you'll have to take my word for it. Okay, like zero pressure, seriously. Nothing. I'm gonna cut a bigger piece and double it up. Nothing. No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I'm trying to, you know, reserve my paracord. I'm a cheap bastard. That's why I have to borrow knives from people. All right, let's actually double it this time. Slipped out of my hands. Okay, got a good grip this time. No, I don't. Okay. Double, easy. I'm giving it to that already. But let's see. Yeah, I think you could see it took more pressure. Okay, watch. I'm gonna give a good amount of pressure right off the bat. Okay, here I go. You see, I had to push. There's no question. Okay, I'm gonna give the same amount of pressure. There's no comparison, guys. Zero. This edge geometry for cutting this type of material, which I already kind of knew it would be that way, it's blasting right through this. So let's see if we can chop some of this up a little bit, just like pushing it. See how it goes through. Okay, let's see. Well, it doesn't look cut. It's all cut in nice. I mean, you could use that for tinder, I would suppose. I would think that would take a spark. Well, we'll test that too. We'll test that too. Okay, this one, I don't think it'll do as well. No, it does. It does just about as good in this type of pressure cut. It's cutting it up pretty easy. Let's try again here with this one. Yeah, real close, real close. Not a big difference there. But the cutting aspect, I mean, it's nothing. I'm putting no pressure on that. This one, I just about cut my finger. I mean, I have to actually grab this pretty tight with my finger to keep it in there when I cut it. So definitely this guy is winning on those type of cuts. Let me get a ferrule rod real quick. Let's do some testing there. All right, I got my old trusty little tiny ferrule rod. It's just a little tight. I don't know, it's 3/8 or something. It's a monster. But I bought one for myself and one for my 8-year-old for Christmas, and I also bought him a SE Kendiru because he saw mine and liked it, so I said, great Christmas present. So let's see how they throw sparks. Owner of this beautiful knife, I'm sorry, I'm going to put some marks on it with sparks. And let's see if we can catch this paracord. This is going to be hard because it's pretty hard on your knuckles. Well, let's throw sparks. Good sparks. Works great. All right, this one. Obvious difference there. Spine, not real sharp. Spine, very sharp. So, you know, that's your difference there. I mean, there's no comparison to throwing ferrule. Well, I'll burn my backpack up over there. See if we, well, shoot, I got the whole big piece going. Burn my hand off. Yeah. But back to this knife. This is the actual test knife. It works. You can see it. It kind of slips off a little more. You can see it, hear it. This one bites. It tears off some big pieces of ferrocerium. So I wouldn't recommend paracord for. I've never tried it for fire. Ouch, that's hot. For fire starting, it doesn't work very well. Let's actually see if we can catch fire here to some of this stuff we've done. I don't know. It rained all day today, guys. Well, half the day, so I'm not going to make any promises. This stuff's pretty damp. But we'll give it a shot. just for the hay of it. See if we can get it to the light. All right. Almost. It's raining right now, so I might have to cut the video a little short. Try this one. Woo! Big ones, big ones. Fuego, fuego. So, anyways, as far as starting a fire, this sharper edge helps. And maybe some of the other ones that he sent me have sharper edges, I don't know. Some of them, I haven't really looked at them to tell you if they have ferrule notches or not. Nope, 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 none of them do. But maybe they'll have an advantage. Maybe they'll have a sharper spine. Oh, look at this knife. It was stinking brand new. It's all dirty and nasty. I kind of feel bad about it. Well, you know what to say. It's not mine, so whatever. All right, next test. Let's cut this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna say this is a siding. I'm gonna say giving this advantage to the Survive 2.7. I think that geometry is gonna cut better, but we'll see. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we'll get started here. Okay, here's the F1 with the convex edge. See if I can cut my leg off. Oh yeah, no worries. And it's starting to rain. Ooh, right here, this is the tough part. That's tough to get through. Let's see if I can try it again here. Right on that seam where it snaps together. Killed it. All right. I'm gonna have to shorten the video because my phone's gonna get wet. Okay, we're gonna try a cut here. Okay, we got down to that tough part, right where that snaps together. Let's try it. Yeah, it cut it. Oops, sorry, cut it. Sliced it right off. Okay, let's do some like lengthwise. Just kind of push cuts. Like butter. All right, convex. I don't know. I'm thinking this dude is doing a little bit better job. Yeah, it is. Like, I don't have much to hold on to. Yeah, this one, sorry, this one's sliding through a little bit better. And I kind of figured that. Thinner edge geometry. I kind of assumed it already. And maybe it'll change a little bit as we get into some of the larger knives. But I'm going to end this video. It's went far long enough. You know, we made some fires, some feather sticks, and we cut some paracord. We did a little bit of batoning. I'm gonna continue to use all these knives, so there's gonna be stuff I'm doing with them that is not on video, and then I'll talk about that on the 5th video, some of the other things I did with them. But look at that. Ugh. Let's see how it cleans up. A little spit on it here. Let's see. I'm gonna wipe it off. Let's see if that actually marred the finish at all. Not. Hold on, focus, baby. Not really. It looks pretty good. There might be a scratch on this side. I don't know. There might be something stuck on it. It looks like something. Focus. Damn. Something black you can see right here. So there might be something on there. But overall, it's held up pretty well. So, alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I try not to make it too boring, but anyways, the next video we'll do the 4.7 in Crew Forge V. I'm really excited. I've heard a lot of good things about that steel. No personal experience, so I can't tell you if it's good or bad. I can only tell you this thing is a stinking beauty. Oh, come on, there we go. Look at that Crew Forge V. That thing is awesome. They all have the American flag. Go USA. And some of these knives are, I guess, factory first, some are factory second. So you can pick up a factory second sometime if you can see that, okay? That just means at the factory, if you don't know anything about Survive, they had some type of defect. And I hear that most of the guys say they usually can't find one. This one, I would say the factory defect is this scale where it meets up against the steel here, against the blade steel. There's a little gap. That may be what they saw. So factory seconds are awesome knives. I mean, they're the same as their factory first. They just might have a small defect and they don't want to put it out on the market, so they sell them at a discount. But that's another difference in these. Is this is my old style 4.1. See, it's got like the flathead screws. Kind of lame. This has got some awesome looking tumbled finished, some kind of torque bit things, I guess. I guess that's a torque, but they look sweet. Looks like a flower in there. Sweet handle. Awesome shape. So, all right, this will be the next one. And maybe I'll get it done today or the next day, but I'll get all 4 of them done. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave some comments. Leave some comments if there's something else you might want to see me do with the other knives that I didn't do here. Within reason. Okay? I was told I cannot stab through a car door. So don't ask for that test because I can't do it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See ya.